Hey everyone, welcome back to another hashtag trending with me, Alireza. Pumps are still running dry in Britain as the nation continues to struggle with a lingering fuel crisis. And of course, as always, social media is filled with comments and sometimes taunts directed at the British government and the Brexit. Stay with me as we go through some of them in a little bit. So, as promised, army truck drivers are now helping with the delivery of the much-needed gasoline across Britain. And also, London is now issuing work visas for foreign truck drivers, a move which clearly goes against the spirit of Brexit, the same Brexit which is a leading cause for the current crisis, which is, of course, far from over. Some gas stations are now reporting to be restocked, but the supply chain is still short around 100,000 truck drivers, and the existing immigration rules are only making the hiring process ever more difficult. And that's exactly what the government wants, but I'll explain that later. For now, let's read the first tweet. By Rupsley, they wrote, "Motorists were seen queuing up outside a petrol station in London on Monday amidst the ongoing fuel supply crisis in the UK. Tempers were short as some drivers engaged in heated confrontations at the entrance to the forecourt." Check it out.
Excuse me. Oh, you should have pulled back. I would have stopped here.
Yeah,
You were coming. This one wrong now more.
Yeah, this one is. Don't wait, don't jumping. You can't just jump. They're jumping the queue.
How long have you been waiting?
I've been waiting half an hour. I mean, she thinks, she can just come in. You can't be stubborn.
Moving right along, Roughscene wrote, "The country is not even at war and has the most ridiculous problems." Kamal Hassan Al-Khatib wrote, "It is not Venezuela, it is England. Queen steals Venezuela billions in gold. Do not be a thief, Isabel." By the way, Isabel is just how Spanish-speaking people say Elizabeth. So as I was saying at the top of this section, the UK government doesn't really want to ease up visa restrictions, and instead it insists that companies offer better pay and conditions to the British truckers. Yet it blames the fuel crisis on Brexit. The next comment by Aprik reads, "Thousands of gas stations in the UK are facing an acute lack of fuel because of a post-Brexit shortage of truck drivers and panic buying from consumers. Do we call it a crisis now, or it already is?" The next one by Crypto Newbie 3 reads, "If the average UK petrol station has between 12,000 and 24,000 litres capacity, 18,000 is average. Every time a station runs dry, that's 18,000 times 95 pence, that is 17,100 pounds. Government gets about 17,000 pounds for every station emptied from full." The next one by Dunkin' Donuts reads, "You want to know the future? Odd. My crystal ball shows a horse and a car with no wheels. What can this mean?" The next one by Suki reads, The public won't need as many deliveries in the future when everyone is living in a continual state of poverty and hunger and living in the workhouses that's in the Boris Johnson Build Back Better plan." So as I was explaining, the UK government blames high immigration levels before Brexit for the situation that the country now faces. But it still refuses to allow for low-wage immigration from across the EU. And that has made the people angry, and rightfully so, as explained in this tweet by RobWatch.com. Bozo Johnson did nothing, no attempt to resolve the supply issues. He's essentially telling the country to get used to it. Next, he'll be blaming those who voted Brexit. The next one by Terminally Tangerine reads, "It's the fault of a clueless leadership willing to sacrifice everything to get elected on a lie. There was no oven-ready deal. There was no planning ahead. There was no workable Brexit. They lied to us all." The next one by Steve Walker reads, if there was adequate supply, panic buying would be over in 24 hours. When all the cars had full tanks, demand would drop significantly. The issue here is hashtag Brexit fuel shortages. The final comment of the day comes from Isibor Ebasina Ben. He wrote, "It's only the UK that signs a deal to leave the EU without putting into consideration the effect this will have on the supply of goods and services, knowing fully well a great percentage of her haulage services employs foreigners who don't have permits to stay and work." Well, here we are at the end of another edition of Hashtag Trending. I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed it. But until next time, take care and bye-bye.